Hello, friendly people of the internet. I am Hyper Superstore, and welcome back to Remembering Avatar, where I talk about the Avatar: The Last Airbender episodes completely from my memory, and then I watch the episodes to see what I got wrong. Today we're finally here, Sozin's Comet, Part 4, Avatar Aang. This is the finale. We're here. I'm so sad to see it go, but I am so happy because it is so good. So, picking up where the last episode left off, with Aang in his Earth bubble, Zuko almost dead and Katara having to fight a mad Azula powered up by Sozin's Comet, and Toph and Sokka needing to take down the rest of the Earth fleet, with Suki being MIA because, she's on a different airship. Probably going to be presumed dead soon. Anyway, pick up where the last episode left off. This is where Iroh finally gets to torch the flag, had to reveal the Earth Kingdom insignia behind it. This is the episode where Toph breaks his leg, loses Space Sword, and loses Boomerang. Basically, they're doing what they can to do more airbending slices, taking down the rest of the fleet, jumping from blip to blip until eventually, crash! Broken leg, and Sokka has to use his boomerang and his sword in creative ways in order to save Toph and him. Toph's dangling on the edge, he's hanging on. Throws boomerang, bye boomerang. Throws sword, bye space sword. Again, I want a goddamn comic telling us how he got that ship back. I want him to have it back, damn it. The comic could literally be, and they spent 12 hours looking around in the woods with Toph's seismic sense. The end. I think this is the end for us, Toph. It was a good run, Sokka. I love you. What? Then Suki comes in to rescue them. Did Boomerang come back? No, Suki did. I don't think Boomerang's coming back this time, Toph. We legitimately think they're going to die. And wow, just the emotion they get out of it. They take down the entire fleet. But that's not where the real crux of the episode is. Let's talk about Azula and Katara's fight. Run for your life, Katara, run for your life. That's basically what's going on. Katara keeps trying to heal Zuko in the middle of this fight, and Azula makes the star harking remarks, "Oh, don't worry about him. You have much more things to worry about. I'd rather him see the family doctor." Eventually, she goes over a grate that's filled with water, freezes the both of them, does this weird thing where she can move through the ice. Like, that's never brought up. That's never done again, so I'm not sure how she did it or anything. I don't know. Basically, he freezes them both, is able to, I guess it's kind of half frozen, half not-ish. I don't know, we never see that technique ever used before or since. Changes up Azula, goes to heal Zuko, and she is literally having a meltdown. Fire breathing everywhere. As she's crying, bawling her eyes out, and Zuko and Katara don't look happy. It's just pity for the poor girl. She's 14. This happened to her. She's had an entire life of, let's face it, abuse from Ozai. While Zuko had Iroh, Azula had nobody. Kind of sad to see her go like that. And then you remember all the other shit she did in the show, and you go, well, not that sad. But still. But the real crux of the episode is when Ozai finally breaks through that earth bubble and smashes Aang against a rock. Unlocking his final chakra, being able to awaken the Avatar state again. We haven't seen the Avatar state since the ending of Season 2. And it comes back hard. Korra's bitch Avatar state doesn't compare to the sheer carnage that this one causes. An air bubble surrounded by water, earth. He's literally clenching the fist. This crushes the earth. The 5 consecutive fire blasts only a fully realized Avatar could do. That happens, powered up by Sozin's Comet, into a ring around him. That iconic imagery. He lost his shirt, too. And Dragon Ball logic. You lose your shirt? Oh, it's on now. The fight commences, and Ozai is running for his fucking life. Sozin Comet giving him the ability to firefly doesn't matter. Just grapple onto you with water, smash, 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 smash. And I swear to God, a past avatar could fly, knows bloodbending, knows all of Hama's techniques that she has mastered. Cause Aang goes fucking nuts in this state. He basically uses the earth as bullets. I know I'm fanboying right now, but I haven't even seen the episode. Oh yeah, I haven't even seen it. This is just from my memory. And it's so goddamn cool. And then finally, goes for the kill shot on Ozai. Ozai's face is filled with sheer terror. This is a dominant predator who's finally been hunted and is about to be killed. Then Aang stops. Yeah, earth, wind, air, water, earth, fire, all coming down on Ozai. Slash, fire displays. Ow, knock. Wind, obviously not that deadly. And Aang goes, no, this is not how I end things. And Ozai says, even with all the power in the world, you are still weak. Weakness is not mercy. Weakness would have been to kill you stone dead with the lightning. We never see an avatar lightning bend. Now that I think about it. So Ozai goes for an attack. Seismic sense. Hits, rocks him up again. And then places his hands on his chest and on his head. Glowing gleams of blue light come out of Aang's eyes and mouth. Red lights come out of Ozai's eyes, and he's kind of look like, what the hell? As we hear the lion turtle say the stuff about your spirit not being broken as his is being corrupted by Ozai's, until the final light is about to extinguish and then, boom, completely envelops Ozai. They part. Both are completely exhausted. Ozai more so, because he's lost all of his strength. What did you do to me? I took away your firebending. You won't be able to use it to hurt anyone anymore. So fucking cool. The rest of the gang finally meet up. Zuko's healed. Suki and the others have gotten there. Here. Hey! You took down the Fire Lord! I'm still alive. I remember Suki says something, but I can't remember what. That makes him go, I'm still alive. And I'm pretty sure if Sokka didn't have a broken leg and a sword, he probably would have finished him. So what do we do with him? Send him to jail. Well, flash forward, send him to jail. Hail, peace amongst the nations. May and Zuko have their meet up again. Don't you ever break up with me again. Until the comic. Oh, fuck's sake. You know what? Maybe Paradox was right. Give it the chick from the Earth Kingdom. She was nice. Anyway. How's his coronation? Please, don't thank me. Thank the Avatar. All the prisoners we've seen get released. Hakoda gets reunited with his children. Ty Lee becomes a Kyoshi warrior officially. Aang and Katara finally get their romantic kiss. Alright, the war is over. Get the fucking... Alright, Katara, the war is over. Time to make some more airbenders. What are you implying with that? That doesn't actually happen, but... Whew! I've also said this in my Legend of Korra reviews, but I imagine Katara was like, alright, you got your airbender, no more kids. Which is kind of funny to me. But yeah, finally gets the kiss. Yes. Sokka's art still sucks. Hey, that's not me, Iroh says. I've really trimmed down! Man, this finale is fucking great. It is wonderful. Oh, and the most important thing, well, not the most important, but something that does happen. A little teaser of what's to come. Zuko visits Ozai in prison. Where is my mother? Cut. One unanswered question. Where is Zuko's mom? Now in the search. But I watched this as it aired, and I watched Legend of Korra as it airs. And when the one kid asked what happened to Zuko's mom, I was there, bated breath. Yes, tell them. Tell us now. What happened? And then, nothing. Fuck! We didn't have to search at the time. That pissed me off something royal. But we're not talking about that now. I have the answer. Let's just watch the final episode of Avatar together. And just watch how great it is. Okay, so just got done watching the episode. Yeah, I pretty much hit the nail on the head, but god damn, there wasn't much more for me to remember. I love this finale. I love this show. Some things I want to point out before I go on the full thing about the entire show is when Aang enters the Avatar state, I love how much of a superpowered evil side it is. We all have heard the trope talk, where it's just like, oh, wait a minute. Is Aang gonna kill him? Tsuki goes, did you finish the job? I'm still alive. And nowadays, Zuko asking what happened to his mom would have been an end credits scene. But goddamn, do I believe this episode is just fucking perfect. Aang is so powerful in the Avatar state that his airbending is cutting through rock. Fire Lord Ozai launches like 3 fire blasts at him. Aang uses a combination of wind and water to dispel all of them. This episode is just so cool and hype and amazing, and I love it so much. And a little thing I'd like to point out for us Avatar fans is that we should have really known that Haman wasn't the fucking Avatar, that he wasn't doing any energy bending, since we saw how it fucking looked in this, and it was so cool. The pillar of blue light beaming through the sky. We thought little Haman's was energy bending. We thought he was Aang. Bull fucking shit. God. Zuko becoming Fire Lord. Toph shitty painting. New ending theme cementing. This is the end of the show, and it was glorious. Toph praising Toph. Sokka praising Toph for the metal bending she's invented. More Suki being best girl when she saves literally all of their lives. God. At the beginning where it has its opening monologue where it's just like, I believe Aang could save the world. He did. This was his time to do it, and he did. Okay. This episode is great. This episode is wonderful. This episode is beautiful. And I think the comet lasted all damn day since it was nighttime at the end. Finally, Aang Katara shippers rejoice. It finally happened. Zutara shippers, get in the corner where you belong. God damn, do I love this show. This episode was amazing. The stunning beautifuls, the great choreography, the wonderful storytelling, the peaceful ending. I just loved it all. We got to see everyone come back. The Swamp Benders, Haru, his dad, the mechanic, his son, and the boulder, the hippo. The Swamp Benders, Haru. Yeah, I said Haru. Pipsqueak and the Duke. We get to see everyone. Hakoda, her returns. Bato. The only reference we didn't get is the goddamn Earth King, but I guess he comes back later in the comics, so I need to read those eventually. But not now. This was amazing. This was great. This was wonderful. So it's time to give my final thoughts on this episode and the show entirely. I love this episode to death. I think this is the greatest finale they could have given us. I love this show. I've made that abundantly obvious through the fact that I reviewed it purely from my memory, episode by episode. This self-imposed challenge. And hell, my viewer count's gone up because of it. I will forever love Avatar: The Last Airbender. In my opinion, this is a lightning in a bottle show. You will never be able to recreate it. They've tried with Korra. They've tried with the movie. They've tried with the live action show. Yes, I've watched that too. But none come close to the OG Avatar. It's like Ghostbusters. You keep trying, but why touch something that's already perfect? Now, I have talked about bad episodes in the show, and I've always stated, yeah, this is a bad episode by Avatar standards. Great Divide, Bato of the Water Tribe. That was season 1. How often, Painted Lady, that was the most recent bad episode. How often did you guys hear me bitch about this show? I love this show to death. I reviewed it completely from my memory. I have seen this show countless times, and I don't think I could do this little thing with any other show I've watched. Maybe Samurai Jack? Maybe? But if there's one thing I want to say, there are multiple things I want to say. I will keep talking until my fucking mouth explodes. But this episode is great, and if you haven't given this show a shot, you should. One thing I hate about media is that we focus on being adult. We focus on being dark and edgy and drugs, sex, murder. You don't need that shit. You don't need adult themes in order to be mature. You know what you need to do to be mature? Don't talk down to your audience. And shows I love to death, that I can't help but love them, they never talk down to their audience. They lasted the test of time. Because, you know what? They did take the care. They did take it seriously. They didn't go over the top by making it super dark, gritty, and intense. I think that's where Korra failed in some aspects. And even the new show. They took their time, they took care of what they were doing, and they cared about their audience. This show, in my opinion, is one of the greatest TV shows of all time. I don't know what else you want me to say. Hey, this world was great, the characters, I loved them, and the art was beautiful, the music was fantastic. I don't know what else I could really say about this show other than I love it to death. And if this whole series hasn't said that enough, I don't know what else to tell you. Watch it for yourself. Initially, this was a project where I wanted to compare the opinions of someone who has watched the show to death and with my friend Paradox, who hasn't seen the show before. And he loved it. He loved the show. And I love it too. This show is amazing. I'm just talking myself in circles right now. This show is great. I love it to death. Well, there is more of it. There is. But I don't think it's quite as good as the original. Avatar will always have a special place in my heart. And, we're not done. We are not done. Because, well, I've talked about Korra, I've talked about Avatar, I'm not talking about the Netflix show until it's finished, but there is one more thing I gotta do before I'm done with Avatar for a while. That's right. Join me next week as I talk about The Last Airbender movie. My most hated movie of all time. But enough about that. I loved Avatar. I love Sozin's Comet Part 4, Avatar Aang. He did save the world, by the way. Leave your thoughts in the comment section down below. What do you think of this amazing show? Don't forget to leave a like on the video if you liked it, and subscribe for the last Remembering Avatar. For the best Avatar. Avatar Aang. And don't forget to hit that little notification bell to see when I upload all the time. Till next time on Hyper Superstore, sayonara.